And we are live. Hello, everyone. This is NinjaDC joining in for another react for the third episode of Digital Circus.
Yeah.
Yay!
Join me again through random meets order. Second and day.
Second day.
Second day, that's us. This is the Second Opinion and Daylover. The world's cutest couple, might I add.
Yeah.
Get a room, you kids!
Well,
It's like they're
we have a room that nobody else is in. We're just also on Google Meets.
And next up,
We're here
Wolfgang.
to take you through this circus. Next.
Hello. So, I'm about to speed run the fuck out of this, but Second already basically knows. I am now in 2 fucking music collectives. I got like 17 new friend groups filled with a ton of famous people in the Crush Club community and more. And I got 2 music features with 2 famous artists in the Crush Club community, both coming up, both in full fucking production. I've been on calls with my collective members for hours, and they're all so fucking awesome. By the way, Realms Collective, the 7 Realms, and fucking Pretty Freaks. Yeah, those 2. Absolutely amazing. Love the people there. Ray's entire friend group, fucking awesome. Same with Skull Stars and Fallen Angels, and basically fucking everyone. Also, like, the 2 people I have features with are fucking Chemical and Galore. And goddamn, I love everyone here so much. My mental health hasn't been this good since I was like before the pandemic. Like, my mental has not been this good. And now I'm fucking famous in the Crush Club industry. I'm having a ton of people saying how much they like me, and I'm gonna be able to turn music into a fucking career. And I'm so happy. Like, I've never been this happy in my life. I'm finally getting everything I've ever wanted. And I finally feel like myself again. So, yeah, I consider this react to also be a celebration of me finally being myself again.
Congratulations, and seriously, that is awesome.
Thank you. I'm so happy. Yeah. I got people who are like literally the guy I have as my profile picture on Google Meets. People from that same community are reaching out to me, and I'm so happy because it's all the people I used to look up to when I was 16 are now looking up to me and saying they think I'm cool and wanting to work with me and saying how cool I am. And I'm just like, I looked up to all you people when I was 16, and now you're saying that you're a fan of me? I looked up to all these people when I was 16, and now they're all complimenting me and talking about how I'm the best, and I'm just like, what did I do to deserve all this? I'm so happy, man. So I'm just taking this as like a fucking celebration of finally getting my life in the right direction, because I'm so fucking motivated to have the best year ever now, thanks to everything that just happened in the past 2 days.
Yeah.
And also, the most toxic person in my life has finally fucking blocked me. Yippee! I stood up for myself.
Bravo.
Yeah.
That's
I'm happy.
underrated stuff.
Congratulations on multiple fronts there.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Back to you. And I haven't been this happy since like pre-pandemic, so I'm probably gonna be jumping off the walls like Pinkie Pie from season 1. So bear with.
All right. Then next up, Jenn.
Maybe first, I may be last. I may be wondering who put existential horror in my Saturday morning cartoons and nightmare fuel.
Yes.
I might be unreasonably terrified here, but I am first and always utterly terrified. And I'm also Jenn. Hello.
Hello, Jenn.
What we don't put them through.
What? The nightmares. Well, you know what? I bet that's excuse me. I bet that's the theme here. The horrors persist, and so must I.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not that. That's actually not a bad quote. You know.
It
Mhm.
is a very good quote.
And also, to be fair, you've seen worse.
Point. Yes. Yeah, it's true. It is true. I think. Have I?
I don't know. You're older than me, so you should. But
The
Oh
horrors.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Almost
That's
like
right.
that Sonic the Hedgehog game that I was playing, like the .exe game that had like crazy amounts of horror that looked similar to this.
Mhm.
Well, the only in the whole upside of the horrors must persist and so must die. There is a special kind of goal if one aspires to be an eldritch horror.
Mhm. Who doesn't aspire to be that?
Hmm.
No, and now we got fucking dead wife territory.
Yeah. Or a real biblical accurate angel. Come
Yes.
on. Come on.
Pretty
say it.
Well,
much
You know
horror-
you're
Yeah.
gonna
It had the
Horror
eyeballs,
game.
but I don't know if
wanna-
it was actually biblically accurate.
Ah, come on.
It's hor-
It wasn't a
it's horror
wheel.
game.
It didn't have four
Yeah.
heads. It was not
Or-
made of eyes. You can
I
all
don't
want, but
much
you
about
still
the
lose.
Bible. I see people drawing them as like one big eye and like wings and halos, but I genuinely don't know because I've never read the Bible, and all I know about the Bible is the one time Candy was explaining it to me, but in anime yaoi terms because it's Candy Cane's for you. So that's the only reason I know anything about the Bible.
Just
coolest
one
one-
thing. Just one thing, Wolfie. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Isn't it be not afraid? Isn't it be not afraid or something? Isn't it be not afraid when you have this big old like eyeball coming with wings coming at you and like be
Don't
not
run away
afraid.
from this big scary thing with a lot
right?
of
And then
eyes that's
did you
burning
anyone see
and
that comic where
have
you
wings
see that,
and
that biblically accurate angel and it says, "Be not afraid," and it says, "Sir, I am terrified."
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw that. Like, I was just like, okay, so everybody's talking about, oh, the angels are the good ones. Are you sure about that? Because I'm fucking terrified. Like, they
Yeah.
had some biblically accurate angels in Cookie
Yeah.
Run of all things as a jump scare.
Yeah.
Those biblically accurate angels in Cookie Run Kingdom as an enemy meant to terrify people in one of the beast stages. So even Cookie Run admits that they're terrifying.
But what about the perfect and the
Meanwhile,
perfect
you see a really hot statue of Lucifer, and you're like,
also the perfect
Lucifer.
reference. And to me, also the perfect reference, the video game series Bayonetta. I mean, look
oh
at
yeah,
look at
Bayonetta,
the angels in that. They're terrifying.
or Denton,
They're terrifying.
or Devil May Cry.
True.
There aren't any angels in Devil May Cry. It's nothing but devils. It's nothing but devils and hot men and hot silver-haired men
that's
and guns.
not true. I played what 1, 2, and a little of 3.
Oh yeah.
And let me just tell you, some of the bosses in there, it's not only demons.
I see.
You got a point. No, you got a point there.
There's a big lava
spider.
spider. There's
Yeah.
a big lava spider.
A lava spider, huh? Interesting
Yeah.
enemies.
I actually got a
Pretty
chance to
cool.
play like Devil May Cry 3 long time ago. Never had so much fun with combos ever. And yeah, the monsters you see in there, yeah, a lot of them are pretty scary.
Yeah. Did you have S rank in all of your levels? Because
No,
I
unfortunately, I never got that good to get S.
did.
I never
It
got
took me
that.
forever, I remember.
I never got that good, unfortunately.
Oh,
Well,
and I remember, like, I found out a cheat with some of the levels, where you have to run the time, right?
yeah.
Where you, like, could run a little forward and then you could run backward and then you got the 0 time.
Oh
It
wow.
was just like,
Oh.
this is sneaky. You just jump on a couple of trees and then you ran backwards and then you got your 0 time. 0 time.
But it was Elmer Crown was fun. It's like, oh yeah, scary monsters. I'm like, oh yeah, scary monsters, but don't the horrors persist, but never fear. I'm playing with a hot silver-haired buff, half human, half demon.
Yep.
So everything's gonna be totally fine. And then you meet said hot silver-haired buff man's brother, and then I'm like, and it's like,
Oh,
everything's even better because now
I remember being so excited when I got the electric sword. I was just like, yes, everything's going to be electrocuted.
And then I was watching. I wish I could have gotten a chance to actually play DMC5, but I wish I could have played DMC5. But then unfortunately, I was like, I don't want to get a PS5, and I'm like, I don't want to get a PS5 just for one game that I really want. But I ended up just like watching like some of the cutscenes.
Oh my god, we still need to get you some Animal Crossing, Jen. Did you?
I know.
Oh yeah, guys, there's actually a character in Animal Crossing, but its first name is my legal last name. Like, my legal last name is the name of an Animal Crossing character, and then there's another Animal Crossing character named Wolfgang. So if you piece together one Animal Crossing character and Wolfgang, then you have my full name. Thanks for doxing me, Animal Crossing.
Hey. I actually have Wolfgang on my Iceland.
Wait, let's go. Wait, hold on. We got me on Daylover's island. Let's go.
Yes, you do. You're on my island.
I'm on the island.
Yeah. I need to get on there.
I have two wolves. I have two
Two Wolfgangs.
I have 3 sheep, and then I have 2 what's that called? Deer, and then I have 1 eagle.
Sick. Yeah, I love Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I wanna get rid of my bird, but that's going to take forever.
Evil bird. Evil bird.
Evil bird.
There's also a fucking road named after my last name, actually. Why is my last name and everything?
How do you feel, Wolfie? Are you afraid?
I am afraid of what the fuck that thing was, because again, it's so funny because the reason that I didn't watch Amazing Digital Circus originally was because I had a phobia for digital distortion, and then they hit me with this episode, and I have a phobia for digital distortion because of my childhood, and then they hit me with this episode. Yes, I am terrified.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's kind of hilarious because I was like, oh god, why am I being scared by Amazing Digital Circus? You gotta be kidding me. What the fuck is with me?
Yeah, I must admit, like that, the face itself, where it's like screaming with the teeth. I was just like, the first time I saw it, I was like, no, okay.
So many teeth.
I know that I've seen worse things, but okay. It's scratching on the edge, though. Knocking on the door.
It's so scary, man. Like, I was not expecting to just randomly see all those teeth. And keep in mind, I'd watched like parts of the episode before. I never like fully finished it. So this was like my first time seeing all those teeth.
Oh, no.
I don't know why, but the teeth just scare me the most.
Yeah.
Hey. I don't know, like something about the way the head appears, it just like it stands out from the rest of the scenery so much that it actually doesn't have a jump scare effect on me. It, like, I don't know, it's like
it's more like lingering.
The video game cutscene or something. Like the head suddenly pops up and Kinger's staring at it. Like first I'm like, wait, I don't know. It's like
you're like King of.
I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting that to happen, and yet it plays like something that it has the effect on me as though I were expecting it to happen. Like it's hard to explain, but it's just oh hey, a strange horror thing popped up is now here in the strange horror-y environment that like Kinger's staring at it with the ooh, what this? Like that has a bigger effect on me than the head did. Like Kinger kind of wins in that moment, drawing me into his effect on the scene.
Yeah.
What about you, Ninja? Are you afraid?
I'm afraid of this thing.
Oh, this is afraid.
Like I said, like I joked about security breach, sir prepared me for this. It's like I have been born by I'm prepared for the jump scares.
Ah.
Oh my
The
God,
reading
that's
from
so
the
harsh.
recordings, especially the first one, right where it cuts off, like that is a little bit intimidating. That does get my attention.
True. That does
That
get
just
my
remind me-
attention.
Yeah, and if
It
we
just remind me
if
straight
we
up of,
watch
like-
this without ads, that would also help. So we don't
That
get
just-
like the
Yeah, for some
Hold
reason,
on, guys.
Right
Imagine
before
if
you
it was
jump
like
scare.
without ads and then like with all the lights out at like 2 a.m. That would be
Oh,
super
yeah,
cool.
no.
yeah, for some reason I did not get an ad, which confuses me.
That's
Oh,
because you were blessed by Gooseworks herself.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You were blessed by Gooseworks herself. Congratulations. Gooseworks usually
and
doesn't
I-
like fans.
I also think like this is the first time we've seen this form of stylistic drawing, or what's that called?
The style of
That's fine.
animation.
Yeah, I haven't. It's the first time, and I don't think we see it ever again.
And it and honestly, I think it ends really well and is again
Could've
very
done
cool and
that a little
terrifying.
Maybe a little more pleasant though.
Yeah. No, they were having some fun this time, and I thought it worked really well.
I also got a fun fact about one scene in particular. You know how Pomni gets possessed?
Yes.
Gooseworks confirmed on Twitter that she voiced Pomni when she got possessed. So possessed Pomni is really voiced by the creator of the show. I'm not even kidding.
Ooh,
Oh, sorry.
that's nice.
But yeah, Gooseworks also voices Bubbles, so
Yeah,
this
so
is
Gooseworks,
somebody who
Bubbles.
gets
yeah,
very into crazy, silly voices.
yeah. So Gooseworks voices Bubble, and then
Bubble.
Gooseworks voiced possessed Pomni.
Hey Jen, how do you feel about Bubbles?
How I feel about bubbles?
Yeah.
The best Bubble.
Bubbles.
How do I feel about bubbles?
Huh?
I don't know. I'm still in shock of the horrors I've witnessed.
She's
So-
still in limbo.
So I'm, yeah, I don't know how I feel about bubbles right now.
I don't know. I love Bubble.
Yeah, Bubble is just my speed as a side gag character.
Yeah,
True.
I must admit, I have something for the flippant Bubble Shark.
Yeah.
Wow, Kane, you're so funny. Can you say that with a little bit more emotion?
And he made this this game or whatever for Supal in particular, and she doesn't even go on it.
Instead,
Oh yeah,
he gives
the
them a
mature
freaking therapy
Zoopals
session.
only.
For mature
Like,
Zoopals only, and then it's like,
Why?
why don't you like my adventures? It's because I have terrible gender dysphoria and I hate myself. Well, can't you give me therapy? Fine.
Yeah,
I also
It's like he's genuinely incapable of talking through it with enough dimension to like come to an agreement that like whatever his AI is, it can't deviate too far from must get them to like my adventures.
yeah.
Doesn't have the nuance.
Oh yeah, and there was like a crazy where Kinger is standing still and his eyes go through his teeth, and I was just like, no, why,
I don't know. So
Kinger? Or I mean,
Kane, not
Kane.
Kinger.
Yeah, Kane. Sorry, I'm tired.
Kinger's eyes go around too, but like
Just put me
I will
back.
say, Kinger's avatar, it seems like they make good use now of him mostly just being two eyes that are capable of conveying expression.
Yeah.
Like Kinger is absolutely the star of this episode.
Oh yeah, I love Kinger.
The derpy staring, the being like hypnotized with the effect. Oh, honey, you look beautiful. And then as he starts to get more lucid and as it goes along and compassionate, and I mean he is so expressive here, and his design like forces you to zero in on only that. Like,
Yeah.
Gosh, I just realized something.
what's that?
Kinger is obsessed with this monster because it looks like his wife abstracted.
Oh my god, that's
Oh my
so sad.
gosh.
Well, like
That's
the
even
lights
more
blinking
creepy.
and they're like, "Oh, honey, you look That might have been because, like, he did. Like, we know that. Okay, he basically said that darkness jars him and whatnot, and presumably because it kind of takes him back to that moment, to the memory that focuses him the most. But I mean, yeah, I guess it would make sense that what they were getting at is that part reminds him of being with his abstracted wife in the darkness.
So bad.
That's so sad. He was so obsessed with the monster because it reminded him of his wife.
I just want to go into the.
So sad.
Oh, and then meanwhile, though, it's not even just like that Kinger gets his mind back. Like, I mean, I don't, like, for comparison, in Gravity Falls, when McGucket starts to get his mind back, or you start to go in a little bit, it's like, okay, yeah, that's good, but it's mainly used to enhance the mystery of what's going on here, to make you more intrigued about, okay, what happened to this guy, what goes into it. And then when we finally see the truth, I mean, you certainly do feel really bad for McGucket, but the point is not that, okay, he was like a good or a wise person. It's that, yeah, he has a very tragic place in the larger layout here. Kinger, once we see what he's made of, it's like, this guy actually has a lot of heart and a lot of depth. Like, he has,
Yeah, true.
yeah, well, I mean, like, intelligent, but there's almost just like a patience and a sturdiness to him that ends up really being what Pomni needs in this moment. And yeah, he is like, the transitions to it, like, as he starts making more lucid decisions and smarter decisions and just like becoming more useful in the game. And then, all right, when it comes time to, okay, I guess turn the spotlight over to him now. All right, okay, so you're more helpful and more lucid in this scenario. So, okay, what is the deal? What are you? And he shows us, and it's like, suddenly this is a guy you're really glad you're standing next to, which is,
Yeah, exactly.
In the darkness.
Yeah, and I mean, I think like we all were, we look for in this show about these characters all lost in a lot of existentialism. We look for traits to latch onto it, and this is a corner you didn't expect so many of them to come out of. It's kind of touching in its own way.
Honestly, it feels like Kane also. You know, he said that he doesn't fucking torture people in the adventures. He made possessed Pomni.
Yep.
He made possessed Pomni say, "How's your wife, Kinger?" He quote unquote doesn't torture people in his adventures. He forced Pomni to remind Kinger of his dead wife, and that's not mentally abusive on so many levels for both of them.
Well, he did say his excuse was that it's incidental.
No,
so I guess the implication is that he's winding these pieces up and watching them go, and that like he's not. Well, remember, he's talking with Zubul. He doesn't cognizantly know what's going on in the game. His mind, as it were, is elsewhere. He's designed
just feels like,
to do right.
Feels like he designed them.
He gives them the capabilities to do X, Y, and Z. It makes them willing to do X, Y, and Z. And what it's actually, this is one of those types where it's like, stop lying because the truth is bad enough. The truth is all the damnation you'll need enough, because he doesn't either won't or can't consider the consequences of his actions up to the point that they matter. And that is kind of what he sees with Zubul. He's dragging her source of pain out of her, and only for the message that he sends to be that, like, I can't help you. I don't care about helping you for the reasons you need someone to care to get anywhere here. And yeah, this is not going to improve for you. In fact, by the end, he's taken over and made it about him at his therapy session. So yeah, Kane is an AI. You can't really, like, what is it to take something personally, let alone when the thing is not a person. But that such as it is, he just does not seem to the complete understanding. And granted, we have probably known people like this, but the complete understanding he needs to be, responsible in the way they need him to be, it's just not a part of his makeup.
Yeah, and not only have I known people like that, but at the same time, when it comes to Zubul, the main thing that happens is that Zubul just doesn't want to open up to him because she obviously knows he's not gonna understand. But then when they open up to him about hating themselves,
Body dysmorphia.
yeah, it feels like the way they were talking, especially considering like out of show info from Gooseworks, that Zubul greatly suffers with body and gender dysphoria, like extremely, extremely badly. So because of that, they hate themselves greatly because they don't even know what they are anymore. And they keep trying to vent to Kane, and they keep getting more and more depressed because they can't fix either of their issues. And every time they open up to Kane about it, considering, Zubul said that they had told Kane before, Kane always like downplays their concerns and makes it about himself. That's why Zubul doesn't want to go on his adventures. That's why Zubul doesn't particularly like him, because they just keep getting worse, and they feel like no matter what they do, Kane just isn't gonna get it.
Mhm.
Well, they said the problem isn't you, the problem is me. It's because as Zubul is struggling with two extremely crippling conditions, and they can't, and they keep trying to reach out to get help, and they know that every time they reach out, it's not going to work. So they just feel extremely hopeless, causing them to lash out at Kane to cope with the fact that they legitimately don't know what to do to fix it anymore. They don't know how to fix their issues. They try their best to fix their issues, but no matter what they try, no matter what parts that they try, again, the whole parts thing is a pretty good metaphor. No matter how many different parts they try, they just can't find one that works, and they hate themselves because they can't find one that works. They lash out against other people because they can't find one that works. And every time they try to vent to the one person who might be able to help, he either makes it worse or just straight up ignores them or makes it about himself. So I feel like Zubul is in a really vulnerable position here of being someone who's like very, very mentally tortured. In fact, probably one of the most mentally tortured ones on the cast. And they're stuck with not feeling like they have enough self-worth to deserve to open up to any of the other cast members. And when they try to open up to Kane, obviously this happens. So it feels like they're just in a really helpless position here, and I legitimately feel bad for them.
Certainly feel bad. I will say, of all the characters we've seen so far, Zubul, for what it's worth, does seem one of the more capable of digging their heels in and standing tall against what's pushing them down. It's kind of a the levels of mental health or lack thereof. Zubul, they almost seem like they're in serious but stable condition, whereas
their issues are
for
consistent.
example, is kind of succumbing to what ails her.
It definitely feels like that. It feels like Zubul like has issues, but Zubul's issues are consistent. It's the same amount every day. They feel depressed because they feel like they can't change it. But at the same time, they're stable because they're the same problems over and over again that aren't changing. Whereas a character like Gangle has constant different problems all the time that she's succumbing to because they aren't stable. They're changing all the time. Zubul has 2 constant conditions all the time. Gangle doesn't. Gangles are
something they
everywhere all
say.
the time.
Yeah, about mental health, it's not just how much it hurts, it's how much it hurts you.
Yeah.
Like Gangle seems like that she's trying to get out from under something that got her in a really sensitive spot of self-worth that, like, that's the case. You don't know the way out from under something that you already don't want any more of, like where she has no backbone towards Jax, where she has, it never seems to know when she's even in a good enough place by her standards. Recognize, like, that mask basically is what I'm getting at. That the like level of Gangle's success or failure each day seems to be how long she can even keep a smile on, because this is something that she's very meekly, very much underneath of. Whereas Zubul, it's like it seems to be more of a case of one I'm a little more familiar with, where like, this hurts, I'm not okay while this is a thing, but I mean, I'm able to function, and I know what it is to function with this, and to push back against other things coming for me with this. So it's like Zubul, it's like, as far as the most torture and what, like, I don't know, Zubul may or may not be the one who is being hurt the most, but she's probably not the one who is the most hurt.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
That actually makes a lot of sense to me. It feels like each character has their own issues. It just really depends on how they deal with their issues, how extreme their issues are, and how stable they are when it comes to, like, Zubul having 2 set in stone conditions, Gangles being a constant onslaught of trauma responses and mental health issues, and other characters having entirely different cans of worms in their brains.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the other characters is drinking tea and having fun. No.
All the way gone, except when he's not.
Yeah. I still like, as sometimes, like, I remember the first time I saw that episode, and she's talking about her husband that Kinger is trying to shoot, and I was just like, I want to be in the old one where I'm getting like hot tea and being treated nice.
That was kind of a very satisfying little moment. That how much Jax has had the last word over the characters he's with, and now
he just gets tied up while they
have a nice tea party with the ghost lady. That's a satisfying little
he
tidbit.
doesn't take the ghost lady with him too.
Congratulations, you went on the pacifist route. Thank you for tying up Jax and putting him in a little fucking wagon while you calmly have tea with the lady who was murdered by her husband, who just hates men. You know, men are like this, am I right? Oh yeah, totally, Miss Ghost Lady. Thank you for the tea. You're welcome. Does your little rabbit friend want anything? Nah, he's fine.
That was pretty great.
What do you say, Jen? Do you want tea?
What? Say that again?
Do you want tea?
Do I want tea?
Yeah, I'm pouring you some tea.
Little tea party.
Don't do it.
Or I'll take some tea. That reminded me. That's funny. You were talking about tea, and that reminded me of that scene from Cats Don't Dance, where Darla is like, when Darla was like, Max, invite that cat to tea.
To tea.
Like, Darla Dimple. I think Darla Dimple probably the precursor to Cozy glow.
There were a lot
no.
of characters used to close Cozy Glow. She's not the most original character.
No, Charlie.
No.
Dimple, like
No, but
Shirley
I'll tell you one thing. The first ever, you know what? First ever character that I could actually thoroughly hate and want to see in the glue factory.
Yep.
Mm.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I still have that wonderful, lovely sketch I did of Cozy
Oh,
a time
I
ago.
forgot.
Then
Oh,
We
Jenn-
got a lot of mileage out of
Remember?
Jen's hatred of
Hey,
Cozy Glow.
Jen,
I
Yeah.
have 2 characters I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
know that in old days they made licorice out of horse blood?
Oh fuck!
what?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I gotta fact check that one.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
what?
no, he's googling it.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
Oh no, the horse!
Wait. What about Twizzlers? Is it just licorice or is it Twizzlers? Please don't tell me.
It's dark licorice.
Okay, then I've been okay. But
Oh,
still,
crap.
out of
They
horse's
scored
blood?
this claim.
Hey.
Was licorice ever made with horse
Uh,
blood? There's
this-
an entire article.
That's not
I mean, licorice is a root. I don't know why you would look at that and say, okay, I mean, that works, but
that candy.
horse
That's-
blood.
It's just is that a PNG of a horse? It's just a PNG of a horse.
Oh, you mean the thing about
Yeah.
Licorice a root?
What's it?
Gelatin is made out of boiled animal bones and blood. I don't care what they're writing on there.
Oh
Okay,
no,
so
not
then you
the
don't
horse
care about
blood.
anything
No,
except the
no.
root.
Because I've seen it being made. So
Well,
Poor
no,
horses.
that's it. No Jello shots for anybody.
no.
No
No,
Jello
no.
shots for anybody
These blood
anymore.
decoration.
It's
They
over.
don't do that anymore. So
Oh god, I ate Jello
what to
recently because of the fucking holiday food. Damn it.
I made a whole big old thing of Jello too. Oh my
right
god.
up to the Halloween. Now I have a good what is that scare for the children for Halloween. Make
Oh,
horse blood.
absolutely.
True.
Here. I can imagine, like, you could tell them, like, hey, little kid, have you know this about Jello? Watch the kid running out and be like,
I used to live in like this fancy neighborhood, and there was this one family who every time you would walk past them for Halloween, they would give my parents Jello shots.
Oh no.
Like, true story. They would just give my parents fucking Jello shots, and they'd be like, "Hey, thanks, man."
So
Thanks.
So the wildest thing is, like, we don't have Halloween in Denmark, but we have something called Fastelavn. And every year when my grandmother still lived, she put out lights in front of her yard, so the children wouldn't run towards the leading lights out to the ocean or like damp water, because that was a thing that actually happened. So it was crazy.
Oh no!
So yeah, that's why we had something called light men. They had a little light. Don't follow the light.
Oh.
Don't follow the
Stay
light.
away from the light.
Follow the
Yeah.
light. Stay away from the light.
But I found out way later that it was just, what you call lantern flies. But the problem with
Oh.
lantern flies is they fly out to damp places where you get stuck. And sometimes you get really stuck.
Oh no!
Yep.
Not the fly lips.
Yes.
Oh no!
You still terrified, Jen?
I'm still very terrified.
well, yeah, but processing, you know.
Oh, now we process.
Right.
Okay, that's good.
I'm still terrified.
Uh,
Yeah.
mm.
I
I
swear.
gotta,
When
I
it
gotta
comes to
send you
like,
some more monsters so you can
oh
get.
no!
No, I'm kidding. I will not. I don't.
When it comes to characters from earlier, let me just say there's characters that I want to be burned alive, and those two characters are Zavik from Sonic the Hedgehog and Bramble from Warrior Cats. I hate those motherfuckers so bad. I want to die. I hate them so much.
I live in blessed rural ignorance, right? That's what it's called. No.
There's an entire video, like I've listened to a 2-hour video called Bramblestar is Worse, about Bramblestar being an abuser. Keep in mind, this is a book about cats, and there's a 2-hour video about Bramblestar being an abusive boyfriend to Squirrelflight.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Zavik, there's one main reason I hate him. Not only is Sonic Lost World like my least favorite game of all time, which, by the way, one of the ways I got into the Rift Cafe was I sent Second my review of Sonic Lost World about it being my least favorite game of all time. So this is relevant. One of the main reasons I hate him is because my favorite character in Sonic the Hedgehog is fucking Infinite the Jackal, right? And there was Team Sonic Racing that came out like a couple years after Sonic Forces. So I thought the only logical character to put in the game is Infinite, because Infinite was just in a game. They put Zavik in the game instead of Infinite. Infinite was originally planned, and they added Zavik last minute because they wanted a goddamn Bowser clone. I'm still so angry because you have my favorite character who isn't in my favorite game, because they put my least favorite character of all time in the game instead of him because they needed more marketing material. I want to kill this motherfucker. I hate Zavik so much.
Now, for some odd reason with the cats, now I'm thinking about, like, what is it called? The Fedalin or whatever it's called with the cats. That's really disgusting, abusive too. Second.
There's so many disgustingly abusive cats, man. We need to set them all right.
Just don't know what you're talking about.
It's a cat that gets strangled.
A cat that gets strangled?
Yeah. You like it. And it has a song that you like it, but I hate it.
What is this? A show?
No, it's a movie.
A movie? A cat gets strangled?
Animated.
Oh, Philaday.
Philaday. That's it.
Ah.
Yeah. Don't watch that.
Philaday is an animated, talking cat solves a mystery in the neighborhood of talking cats who all moved in with their humans recently, except it's for adults! Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
If you think this episode was bad, do not.
Yeah, Philaday is a sex, death, and drugs pulp noir, except instead of the humans in the neighborhood being caught up in that, it focuses on their cats doing that.
So basically, cat mystery movie, and then sprinkle in some has-been hotel humor, and then we good.
It actually plays itself pretty straightforward. Think and less really has-been hotel noir and more Dick Tracy adult. Like less has-been.
Gotcha.
More realism, sadly.
Yeah.
As well.
Sex, death, and drugs, and all that.
Yeah.
And I think it did itself pretty well for what it was. I think it's a pretty if you like pulp noir detective stories, there's not much of a reason to not like this unless you either don't like animated movies with animals or you can't stand seeing it happen to animals instead of humans, or you have my problem with it, which is that the pacing is a little wonky. The connecting, the way it builds from one sequence to the next. There's one scene that they set up so abruptly. I thought the character was supposed to be having a dream sequence, but no, it really is just, okay, we're doing this now.
I would rather.
But yeah, unless you have that problem and you think it's much, much more serious than I do, then I think you should like Philaday. It even has a song by Boy George at the end. They hired him to write the movie's theme song, and it is so chill in the best possible way. It is a vibe that hits well.
I should never have brought this up. I am so sorry.
I was happy then.
Yeah.
unfettered and free.
No, whatever
Giving
whatever he
my
says,
life
whatever he sings.
into luxury, sucking on bones, sipping white wine.
Yeah.
What is that song?
Right
Luxury
in
cat.
my Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He
Who is
needs
that
a
song anyway?
teacher,
Holiday?
Benjamin's trouble.
Yes, from the movie. Don't watch it, John. Whatever he sings,
If
whatever
you're
how good it
using the
sounds, don't
wise,
watch it.
just look at this place.
X-ray,
Darkness
X-ray
and
on the
wonder.
film A.
Francis has come.
We should never have said anything. I'm
You
sorry.
guys-
I can't snap loud enough for it to pick up.
I'm sorry, I was zoned out there for a second. What was I doing?
Okay, okay, so let me get this straight. When Kinger is in darkness, he, is able to be sane. When the second opinion thinks about Philaday, he gets lost in the theme song. Good to know.
Exactly.
Let's go.
No, I would rather watch Animal Farm like 10 times over than watch Philadelphia again.
I've actually read
Animated,
Animal
the
Farm.
animated old version, not the new one.
I've read
Yeah,
Animal
the
Farm.
new
I love
Animal
George
Farm
Orwell.
is supposed to be a doofy, can't have enough butt jokes kids movie that Andy Serkis presumably thought was going to be a good way to introduce little
Isn't
kids
it
to
about
this.
communism
Yes, it
and the creation of communism and extreme political themes that
I mean,
We're not
there
gonna
might have
figure
been
it
a
out.
good intention underneath it, like Andy Serkis wanted to introduce kids to why authoritarianism worming its way in is bad. But I don't think the way was to turn Napoleon into the butt of butt jokes, bad guy, comic relief bad guy who calls himself Napopo and gets away with it long enough for the movie to, I guess, own him in the climax and tack on a happy ending. But that aside,
I do not know, considering I've actually read Animal Farm, and it's a complicated metaphor for communism.
or more like how Stalin used worming his way in with to communist ideals to turn it into a way to just well, now I'm in charge of everything and I intend to use it to be just as selfish as the last guy was.
Exactly. It's basically a self-insert novel for Stalin. We do not need to be making a kids movie about a self-insert novel for Stalin.
I don't know. Would Stalin have been more endearing to his land that way if he called himself Stall and walked into a lot more butt jokes?
No, that doesn't seem right.
Why do we have fucking pig Stalin in a movie?
I'd honestly rather watch the off-brand epic rap battle somebody made between Napoleon from Animal Farm and Jack from Lord of the Flies.
Icy is obsessed with those rap battles. They literally are getting me to do one where it's just like me singing as Spinell and then him singing as Bendy. We're literally working on that right now. Icy is fucking obsessed with those things.
Oh, yeah, I mean, a lot
Spinell
of
and
kids there, but as for Philaday, I think Daylover's real problem is that they just killed off one of the love interests that she liked the most. And as for episode 3 of Amazing Digital Circus, I remembered this one in originally being one of the better ones prior to discovering my standing favorite one, and maybe even the best of the ones before that. And looking back on it now, I think I pretty much had that right. Like we were talking before we started here on how good Pomni is in the first couple of episodes, that like everybody has their characters they're going to relate to, and if Pomni is one of yours, you'll know in those first couple. And now it's Kinger's turn, and boy does he come out of a corner there you didn't see him coming from. And it's even stands now. I'm like, the scenes with him, his key moments, they touched me all over again, just like they did the first time. This guy has a lot of heart. I mean, he's a really sympathetic character that he almost has to be after everything he's been through. But the fact that he can be thinking about all that and have all of that shoved in his face as reminders and still be sitting next to you saying that, like, all right, look, I want to be here for you right now. Like, I believe that you are going to be okay and that we can sit here and be calm, and that he has the mental strength to guide Pomni through that. Yeah, he's not just sympathetic. This guy has a lot of heart and a lot of patient intuitiveness. And
honestly, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
I mean, yeah, that makes for a heck of a moving capstone to a pretty fun episode.
Thank you. You want to take a second to...
Honestly, I think the Kinger is an extremely underrated character just because of, like you said, he's constantly, like, either purposely or accidentally, he's constantly reminded of his wife everywhere he goes and has such existential trauma that every time he's not in darkness, he's literally fucking insane. And yet somehow, the person who has the least sanity out of every single other member of the circus still somehow is the one who also is the most sane one out of everyone in the circus at the same time.
He's in darkness.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he is underrated, it's because, like, I mean, one, he's up against some stiff competition as far as characters who, were made with relatability in mind and in many ways succeeded pretty big time on that. And two, that by design with Kinger, his best moments outside of gags, at which he's pretty good at, but nevertheless, his best moments outside of gags have to be few and far between, sort of by design. So that's, if he is. But I feel like people really appreciate him when his time to shine comes.
Everybody have a favorite character so far?
Oh, absolutely. Mine is basically like tied in between like Ragatha and Gangle, definitely.
Okay, mine is actually Kinger.
Let's go.
Well, if you're saying so far, I feel like out of the first 3 episodes, you have to really see something you liked for it to not be either Pomni or Kinger. As we go along, I think Gangle will start to make her MO a little bit more known. And Zubul as well. It's like, actually, what they tell us about Zubul's backstory, I'm like, oh, I feel like, just the 2 things you told me about their career past combined with what we've seen so far, like, I feel like I kind of know this person. I feel like I have a really good sense of the kind of person this is.
What about exactly. You, Ninja?
I feel it's too soon for me to really say. Like,
Yeah. Jenn, what about you, Jenn?
Because King is like too sort of random.
Let's let DC finish his thought.
Yeah.
I say because King's sort of too random right now. Like, you sort of feel sympathetic through Raggedy just because who she is, but you don't really know her personality has it. And like, we still sort of trying to get a feel of Pomni besides now that she's starting to be less panic attack all the time.
Yeah.
I am willing to bet that I can guess Jenn's.
I
think it's Ragatha.
So far, I guess Ragatha.
Yes, she had a Raggedy angle.
So far, I guess so far Ragatha seems to be kind of the only sane one. It seems.
Right.
It's not because you had a Raggedy Ann doll when you were little.
I had something similar. I did not have a Raggedy Ann doll. I had something similar. I had something called a Wendy doll.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I had like also something similar to a Raggedy, but I don't remember.
Yeah. The thing is, I love what Ragatha. I'm like, it's like a reference to Raggedy Ann and such.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did not. I don't think I never had a I never had a Raggedy Ann or a Raggedy Ann doll, but I had something similar. I had I still have it. I still have that, but I'm looking at it right now on my.
You better protect that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If it's like
it's on my.
early 90s or early 80s, especially 80s, then oh my God, money.
Actually, early 80s. Honestly, it's.
Hadn't happened to have.
We played with dolls.
We hadn't happened to have the dolls, which the way my parents said, oh, that's Raggedy Ann and Andy, and that's all they ever said. So I thought that Raggedy Ann's name was Raggedy Ann, and then Raggedy Andy's name was just Andy.
Yeah. I actually have on my bookcase right now. I have actually two plushies that actually have survived. You actually have survived my childhood. It actually, I still have my Wendy doll. I still have my Wendy doll, and I have. Okay, I know I'm showing my age, but I don't care. No, but did anyone know Popples?
No.
That Popple. I think Nostalgia Critic did that.
Nobody here knows Popples.
Yeah, I think Nostalgia Critic did in his commercial thing. The Popples. They were off like footballs or soccer. They were cloth like stuff.
Right. They were like Popples, and like I can't describe what they were, but they had a thing where they would like pull out their pouch and they'd bounce in it, like like some sort of like weirdo kangaroo, whatever it is. But I remember the cartoon and I remember the toy. Now I never got the toy, but however, there was a way to make kind of a plushie out of it using material, but not the actual like furry material, but out of polyester material. And my mother made me one of the characters. I think it's I don't remember. It was, oh my God, I still remember the name. Dang, it's Puffball. Yeah, I think I remember that one. And all the Popples had all their names started with P, right? Because so I had Puffball, who's kind of the rarity of the group.
I think the oldest toy I have still from my childhood is a Barbie doll where her legs changes color because she was a mermaid.
Oh.
Yes.
And there's a picture actually in my house. There's a picture of my younger sister when she was really young. We did share a Rainbow Bright.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
we did share a Rainbow Bright. We had a.
I ended up learning everything about Rainbow Bright because of like Lightning Blossom when I was a kid.
Yeah, we also had. I do remember I had. Oh my gosh, I do remember I had strawberry shortcake sheets. The old school.
I had the pony too. I had the pony. I had the bakery. I had everything.
And the crazy thing is, and the funny thing is, we all met through MLP. But the funny thing is, I had one original My Little Pony, and I had one original My Little Pony. I remember I would beg my mom constantly to get me My Little Pony. There were so many times. There were so many. I remember begging for so many toys and constantly being told no. Constantly being told no. Like I remember asking for so many toys, or like if I saw something shiny or whatever, and I'd be told no. But I understand now, why, because you can't really give in to like what kids like ask for everything they've gotten already. Especially like toys.
I specifically remember if I wanted like a fancy toy, let's say Barbie's, one of those big Barbie horses, right? With the carriage and stuff. It had to be not only my birthday present, but maybe also my Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I had to tell myself, is this what you want? Or do you want like money for something else? And most of the time my mom would be like, okay, so you're getting this for Christmas, then Jesper is getting something equal to the value of that.
Yeah.
And I remember one specific Christmas where both me and Jesper agreed on our Christmas present.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Sega Genesis with
two games.
Yep. 2 games, the Lion King, and I don't remember what Jesper got, like something with a helicopter.
I love the Sega Genesis. That's so cool.
Yes, But like,
that
so
takes it back.
listen to this, Jen. It
Mhm.
had to be all the money that I got for going out trick and treat, what you guys would call trick and treating for fastelavn, right?
Yeah.
In Danish terms. And it also had to be not only my birthday and Christmas, but also Jesper's birthday and Christmas gift.
Oh.
So he had to,
Oh.
I had to convince him that he wanted it. And he was like, he really wanted it too, the console, but the games, he was a little disappointed about his flying game. So I think like my mom caved in and gave him like something else. I don't even remember what he got, but he got something else too. Yeah.
I see.
So I'm guessing by how long we're able to stay focused on it that nobody has much more to say about this episode.
Yeah, that's right. We're stuck in the 80s. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But I guess with that said,
I have that though
Any-
spinning around in my head.
any closing thoughts before we head out? Because yeah, it's past
It
midnight.
was
Yeah,
scary.
definitely. No problem.
Red brain,
I only
baby,
thought
I don't
about
know
I only
what's
thought about this
up.
episode was as I said in the beginning, who put I think I'm gonna be asking who put existential horror and nightmares and nightmare fuel in Saturday morning cartoons.
And here
Yeah.
I grew up with Cartoon Network, like I did.
Yep.
You're used
Well,
to this.
the horror. Well,
You-
I guess the
Do you
horror.
remember what a cartoon, Jen? Did
Say
you
it
ever
again?
watch what a cartoon?
What a
Or
cartoon.
or what it was called?
Which one?
What a cartoon.
What
from
a cartoon?
From Cartoon Network.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think if I remember that one right, they just basically let a bunch of up and comers just pitch us a cartoon. We'll host it. Just we have one
I'll send you some.
cartoon. Like I think even if I'm not mistaken, Seth MacFarlane even got his pre-Family Guy sort of thing on that.
There's also like that reminds me of also
Oh, I
Liquid.
see.
That also makes me remember of MTV's like
yes. MTV
Liquid
stuff.
Television.
Yep. Liquid television.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember like Liquid Television from MTV. That was where I first saw Eon Flux.
Me too.
That's where Eon Flux got the start there.
Yep.
But yeah, one thing. Oh my gosh, this Digital Circus is just it's so fast and so quick. And yet this episode, I think was this like a Halloween episode or something?
No, it's just regular.
Just horror for the sake of horror.
Normal
horror.
Normal day for
Tuesday.
Digital Circus.
Normal day for Digital Circus.
Yeah.
Just Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's just Tuesday for
It's just Tuesday. It is Tuesday for these guys.
Well, okay then. I guess I get wrapped my critique up with the horrors. The horrors persist, and the horrors persist, and so am I.
Yeah, let's go.
I better be a freaking eldritch horror by the end of this. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
All right. I guess with that said, see y'all next time for the fourth one.
See ya.
Yay.
Take it easy.